Hey there, welcome to your mat. I invite you to come on down to child's pose. Your knees go wide, your toes are touching. Get yourself comfortable and then begin to extend arms to the top of the mat. Hips back towards heels. Deep breath through your nose as your stomach expands like a balloon. Exhale through your nose and rise up to tabletop pose. Round your back to cat. Inhale to cow. Exhale to cat. Inhale, hips and head high, cow. Round your back to cat, toes under, and push now up to downward dog. Yes, press heart to knees, heels high, heels to mat. Walk your palms slightly forward and inhale, heels high, and roll to high plank. Inhale back to your downward dog. Exhale, roll to plank. Back to dog, and roll to your high plank. Knees, heart and chin to earth, heels high. Now pressing hips to mat, rise up cobra pose. Looking down, tap your forehead, press up to cobra. Right back down to tap, and inhale, rise up, press feet to mat, lifting up to upward dog, roll to downward dog. Walk your dog. Inhale, right foot high, and bend your knee and take some circles with your hip. Big wide circles, lubricate the joint. Switch directions, round and round. Inhale, three-legged dog, right knee to nose, right foot high, right knee to nose, right foot high, stretching wide, and downward dog. Walk your dog. Inhale, left foot high, open up your knee, and make some circles with your hip. Big wide circles as you breathe, squaring your hips and your shoulders, switch directions. Inhale, three-legged dog, left knee to nose, left foot high, and knee to nose. Left foot high, knee to nose, round your shoulder blades. Left foot high, and downward dog. Beautiful. Inhale, heels high, soften your knees and step or walk to the top of your mat. Slowly forward fold, grabbing your elbows, a little side to side ragdoll, a little just opening of your spine. Extend your fingers to the mat and halfway lift. Forward fold, hands behind your calves and pull heart towards knees, head towards mat. Breathing here. Bring fingertips in front of your toes and now push and rise, Tadasana, mountaintop pose. Exhale, hands to your low back. Intertwine and pull knuckles away, shoulders open. Exhale, forward fold, hands pull over your head. Pull your shoulders away from your ears. Release hands to the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step or hop to a low plank. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, heels high. Exhale, heels to mat. Heels high, knees soft, look forward, step or hop, top of the mat and halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Root and rise. Rise up, Tadasana. Stretch your body apart. Now exhale, swan dive all the way back down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to mat, step or hop to a low plank. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Heels high. Exhale, heels to mat. Inhale, right foot goes high. Right knee taps right elbow. Right knee high. Exhale, right knee to nose. Round your shoulders and step your right foot through. Open up to peaceful warrior. Right hand pulls over your head, left hand down your back thigh. Lowering and giving yourself lots of space, breathing. Inhale here. Exhale, open up to a side angle. Right elbow meets right inner thigh. Left hand extends towards the top of your mat. If you can look up towards those top fingers, or maybe you want to bind. Left hand behind your back, right arm under your thigh. Make this a shoulder opener, stretching everything towards the center. Re-extending to extended side angle. Whoosh your left arm up and back, winding into eagle arms with a goddess pose. Inhale, your elbows high. And we're going to take some circles, rounding your eagle arms around, big circle to the right, all the way high, and rounding all the way to the right, circling and back up high. Now opposite direction, circle left all the way around. Maybe your eyes are watching your fingertips. Circle around. Deep breath, circle around last time, high. Straightening toes sideways, open up 5-point star. Exhale, so right arm diagonally to your left leg. Left hand goes high, pull heart to knee. Inhale, heart high. Exhale, squeeze and pull heart back to knee. Now opening up to a halfway lift, your arms go to T. Put a little dip in your low back. Look to the top of the mat. Crescent lunge, right heel high. Now make it a back bend. Right hand behind your thigh, left hand overhead. Windmill all the way to mat. Vinyasa, high three-legged dog, and flow to your low plank. Inhale, upward dog. Nice, you guys. And downward dog. Inhale, heels high. Exhale, heels to mat. Inhale, left foot high. Exhale, left knee taps left elbow. Left foot high. Left knee to your nose. Step your left foot through. Open up, warrior two. Now open this up to a peaceful warrior. Take a deep breath here and pull your left arm over your head. Right hand down your thigh. Looking back towards your fingers, creating a stretch. Open up to side angle. Left elbow inside your left thigh. Right hand overhead. Option to just bind or stay exactly as you are. Maybe hands hook below your thigh. Extending long. Beautiful, deep breath. Back to your side angle. Extend hand overhead. Now wind your right arm underneath your left arm for eagle arms. You're in a goddess pose. Heels in, toes out. Wind your elbows high and circle all the way around. Circle all the way around. Eyes to fingertips. One more circle all the way around, coming to center. Now switch directions, circling eagle arms all the way up and around. Up and around. Beautiful. Back up high. 5-point star, toes straighten. Everything opens up. Look high and dial your left arm across to your right leg. Pull right arm high. Pull heart to knee. Inhale, rise heart high. Exhale, heart towards your knee. Pulling back to center, you're going to straighten up your back for a halfway lift and tee your arms. Big breath here. Look to the top of the mat. Crescent lunge, right heel high. Left hand goes behind your right thigh, right hand overhead. And windmill hands to mat. Kick your left foot high, three-legged dog, and flow through your vinyasa. Beautiful breath. We'll meet in downward dog. Breathing here. Walk your dog. Inhale, right foot high. Exhale, right knee taps the right elbow. Right foot high. Exhale, right knee taps left elbow. Right foot high. Right knee to your nose, round your shoulder blades. Step your right foot through your hands. Go straight to airplane pose. Push your hands by your hips and your left foot goes high. Find your balance. Keeping hands at hips, you're going to slowly bend left knee behind right knee for a curtsy. You can hover or tap that foot. Bring your left hand down and your right hand extends high. Bringing left hand to mat, make this a revolved half moon so your right foot extends straight back behind you. Looking up to your high hand if you can. Maybe you want to grab your back foot and bend a knee, give a little bind to yourself. Opening up back to revolved half moon. Look to mat. Step your right foot to the back for a revolved triangle. You're still angular. Your right hand's high. Maybe extend it forward over your ear and pull towards the top of mat. Bringing hand high. Sew your right arm under and grab onto your back left leg, looking all the way underneath your armpit. Try to make this a stretch. Feel your left hamstring release. And now we're going to open to goddess pose. Heels in, toes out. Cactus your arms and your legs. Hands behind head. Just take a little dip down and rise. Lower and rise up. Lower and rise. Hands go high and square your arms. Runner's lunge back of the mat. Frame your left foot. Now reverse your runners. So straighten your left leg. Bend your right knee. Keep your right hand to mat. Lift left hand high. And then look to mat, turn this into a revolved half moon. Lift your right leg high, your left hand's high. Option to grab that back foot. Release back to your revolved half moon. Now Right foot to the back of the mat. Reverse your triangle. Whoosh your left hand overhead like a peaceful warrior. Straight legs. Open up to triangle. Tipping your arms to T and left hand down. Right hand high. Try to keep your hips stacked, hip over hip. Maybe extending right arm over your ear if you so desire. Just breathe and keeping yourself balanced and present. Open up to a warrior two. Deep breath here. We're going to turn our right hand into a peaceful warrior. Open up warrior two. Left hand presses into a stop sign, right hand overhead. Warrior two. Left hand presses to a stop sign, right hand overhead. Warrior two. Windmill right into airplane, back of the mat. Left foot down, right foot lifts behind you. Hands are back by your hips. Find your balance. Now tuck into curtsy. Right knee behind left, hands by your hips. Right hand stretches down, left arm long and high. Turn this into a revolved half moon. Right hand to mat, left foot long behind you. Maybe grabbing that foot for a bind, but you're pulling everything away from center. Extend your leg long, left hand high. Now left foot back of the mat, revolved triangle. Look up to your high hand. Look to mat, sew that hand under and grab your back right leg. This is a big hamstring opener. Looking under your armpit, release, kind of feel your hips release. Goddess pose, knees wide, toes wide. Hands behind your head, tipping left elbow to left knee. Rise up, right knee, right elbow to center. Left elbow, left knee to center. Right elbow, right knee to center. Left elbow, left knee, center. Right to right and center. Straighten your legs, 5-point star. Turn to the top of the mat, runner's a lunge. Beautiful, frame your right foot. Reverse your runner, straighten your right leg, bend your left knee, find your balance. Left hand down, right hand high, look high. Now you're going to turn this into a revolved half moon. Lift your left leg high. Keep right hand high, left arm is grounded. Maybe binding, grabbing that back leg, grab back foot. Re-extend your left leg long, right hand high, and turn this into revolved triangle. Left foot plants and open up a reverse triangle, right hand over your head. Exhale, open up to T arms for a triangle. Right hand down towards calf, left hand high. Option to extend your left arm long towards the mirror, towards the window. Breathing deeply through your nose, open to warrior two. You're back. Inhale, press your left palm forward, swing right hand overhead, pull back to warrior two. Inhale, left hand forward, right hand overhead, warrior two. Left hand presses to the top of the mat, right hand overhead, warrior two. Now windmill all the way back to airplane, right foot down, left foot lifts. Option to do the same thing or bring it up a notch and you can crunch to center. Open up airplane, crunch to center, find your balance, open up airplane, crunch to center, open up into your curtsy pose. Hands are still back by your hips. Option for baby grasshopper, left hand down, right hand grabs your pinky edge of your right foot, straightening your right leg. You kick to the right, pushing and pulling at the same time. Now rise back up, push into left foot, back to curtsy, hands by hips, right foot behind left. Get your balance, and now bringing left hand towards earth. Expand right arm high, revolved half moon. Option to stay here or grab that back foot and turn it into a compass, a revolved compass, pulling your knee high, heart towards your grounded knee, pulling on that foot. Slowly release your bind, open back up to a revolved half moon, and then we'll step back to a revolved triangle. Your right hand's high. Now in this revolve, your up level would be extending your high hand in front of you. Get your balance and extend both arms like you're squeezing a beach ball over your head. Looking high, you're still facing towards the right. Nice. Now bring left hand down, so right arm under and grab your back left leg. Look under your armpit. Big hamstring opener. Open up to your goddess pose. Toes out, heels in. Cactus your arms, bend your knees. Hands behind your head. Inhale and exhale, wrap. Right elbow taps left knee. Come to center. Left elbow, right knee to center. Twist right to the left, center. left elbow to the right and center, right elbow left, center, left elbow right and center. Inhale, open up, long 5-point star. Exhale, runner's lunge on the left side, facing the back of the mat. Now option this time, hands to heart center. Now reverse your runner's lunge. Straighten your left leg. Bend your right knee. Try to stay hovering. Maybe right hand can hover. Right hand to mat, left hand high. Now push this into a hovering, revolved half moon. Find your balance. Pull hand to heart. Maybe bind even with a hover. Big challenges, big fun. Extend right hand back to mat. Right leg back, and now we're going to revolve our triangle. Left hand goes high. Now staying facing this direction. Open up your hand over your head. Oop, we're going to a reverse triangle. Right hand high, left hand back. Nice. Open up to your triangle pose. Left hand down to your left shin, maybe towards your toes. Right hand high. This time you can extend your arms long. Squeezing that beach ball again over your head, extending long, stacking shoulder over shoulder. Open up to a warrior two. Press your right hand forward, left hand overhead, warrior two. Stop sign, right hand forward, left hand overhead, warrior two. Press right hand front and left hand overhead, warrior two. Windmill to your last airplane pose. Push. Nice, your right foot high, hands by your hips. Get your balance, always a challenge. Option to crunch to center, airplane pose. Crunch to center, airplane pose. Strong. Press to center, airplane pose. Hands to heart, make it a curtsy. Hands come back by your hips. Option for that baby grasshopper. Right hand comes to mat. Your left hand grabs the pinky edge of your right foot. Lowering hips towards earth, kicking into hand, press back into left leg. Re-extend to your curtsy, hands by your hips, right foot behind left. Right hand down and left hand high, extending open to your revolved half moon. Trying to float that right hand to heart even. Option to bend your right knee, grabbing your right foot with your left hand. Pull your body apart. Now re-extend to your revolved half triangle. Right hand down, right foot down, your left hand's high. You're looking to the side, maybe extend your arms long, still looking to the side, squeezing that ball. Now right hand to mat, so left hand underneath to grab your back right shin, looking under armpit, big stretch. Open up to your goddess pose, knees bent, toes out, arms cactus, hands behind your head, deep inhale through your nose. And as you exhale, tap left elbow to right knee, inhale to center. Tap right elbow to left knee, back to center. Left elbow to right knee, back to center. Right elbow to left knee, back to center. Left elbow to right knee, back to center. Right elbow to left knee, and back to center. Straightening your legs and your arms, 5-point star, look high. Exhale, runner's lunge, frame your right foot top of the mat. Again, having the option to rise up one level, you're going to bring hands to heart center, optional. Reverse your runners. Right leg is long and your left knee is bent. Holding this, try to hover left hand down, right hand high. Now rising up to your revolved half moon. Option to float left hand to your heart and bend your left foot, grabbing left foot with right hand. Nice. Open up to your reverse triangle. Big, beautiful breath here. Hand overhead. Open up hands to a T. You're going to your triangle pose, right hand down, left hand over your head. Pull your right arm long if you'd like, squeezing that beach ball, really extending your obliques here, feeling that strength in your glutes, holding yourself strong. Open up to your warrior two. Deep, beautiful breath. Press left hand forward, right hand overhead, warrior two. Press left hand forward, right hand overhead, warrior two. Left hand presses stop sign, right hand overhead, warrior two. And left hand forward, right hand overhead, windmill hands to runner's lunge, step back to your high plank, low plank, upward dog. Exhale, back, hips towards your heels, big breath here, rising up on your knees on the mat. We're going to a camel pose, hands high, look high. Hands exhale to your low back, pressing into little fake pockets. Push your hips forward, heart high, chin high. Option to bring hands back to your heels or even to the mat. Some people lie down here. Just breathe, opening, extending, rounding your back. Beautiful. Slowly soften your heart forward, hips back, tabletop pose. Inhale to cow. Exhale to cat. Inhale to your cow. Exhale and look around your right shoulder, back to center. Look around your left shoulder, a little twisty twist, back to center, and back to your child's pose. Hips to heels, arms long. Beautiful, strong practice. Namaste.